Welcome to Daily Devotions with David, the channel where we gather every day to explore the enriching words of the Bible. I'm your host, David. Whether you're just beginning your faith journey or walked this path for many years, you are welcome here. Together we'll explore the scriptures, share thoughts, in our pursuit of a deeper, more meaningful relationship with God. The title for today's devotional is God Keeps His Promises. The scripture for today's devotional is found in the book of Genesis, chapter 21, verses 1 through 4. God visited Sarah exactly when he said he would. God did to Sarah what he promised. Sarah became pregnant and gave Abraham a son in his old age. And at the very time God had set, Abraham named him Isaac. When his son was 8 days old, Abraham circumcised him just as God had commanded. Diving deeper into today's devotional, God made Abraham and Sarah the eventual father and mother of the Hebrew nation, an incredible promise. They would have a son who would become a great blessing to them and the entire world. God did not fulfill his promise exactly 9 months after he first made it. Abraham and Sarah had to wait some time before he gave them Isaac, but at the very moment God had set. When Abraham was an old man, God miraculously kept his promise. God keeps 100% of his promises 100% of the time. He always has, he always will. He may not do it when you think he will or when he should, but you can count on him to come through for you at what he knows is the perfect time and in the perfect way. My thoughts on today's devotional. Today's devotional is one I very much can relate to and should probably refer back to often. I have this dream of moving back to Arizona and getting back to training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I feel as though that is where God has called me to. But it has taken much longer than I had hoped it would to make this happen, and at the time of this recording, it still has not happened. I have to remind myself regularly that it will happen if it is God's will for my life, and that it will happen in his perfect time, not when I think he will or should make it happen. I also try to remind myself of all the great things I have in my life because of the things happening in God's perfect timing versus when I wanted them to. For example, had I went back to Arizona when I wanted to, I would have never met and fell in love with my wife. I wouldn't have our 3 dogs that I love very much. I wouldn't have the same opportunities with work and my other YouTube channels because I would have never lived in the area where I currently reside. This is not to say that just because I want to go back to Arizona, it doesn't guarantee that it will happen. But whatever does happen was God's perfect plan in his perfect time. The prayer for today's devotional. Loving Father, I take great encouragement in knowing that you are a God that can be trusted to keep every promise you have made, even the ones that seem impossible. When my sense of trust in you wanes, remind me through your word just how trustworthy you really are. As we close today's devotional, let's find hope, inspiration, and purpose in the words of the Bible. May you carry this message with you throughout your day and share the hope and light you've received with others. Remember that each day is an opportunity to grow spiritually and draw closer to God through his word. So let's continue this journey together, seeking wisdom, strength, and peace in the word. Until then, may God's grace and peace be with you always. Feel free to share your thoughts on today's devotional in the comments below. I invite you to subscribe, like, and share this channel with those who may also benefit from these daily devotions. I hope to see you tomorrow with another daily devotional.